My name is Nila, and now I am a service engineer, so I got into technology, what also I didn't know I ever would do, because I sucked at math, by the way. You don't need to know math to learn how to program. So another thing I didn't think I would do, and it also sort of happened like that. I saw somebody do it, and I'm like, what are you doing? This black screen terminal thing, that's kind of cool. And again, I saw it, so I think seeing something is really important. Well, let's start from the beginning. So here was my mom basically saying, wait, no, you can do that. Like, she was encouraging me, and she was also not telling me become a bass player, but she did things like pay for the piano lessons, or made sure that I had certain trainings that would allow me to maybe like music one day. So she opened up she seeded a lot of things, and I still think that I did not know how to read notes, and I still don't know how to do that. I played everything by ear. But because when I was really young, I had training with some awesome French lady about rhythmic training. Like, she basically made us run around in circles and clap. I had a natural feel for rhythm. Without that, I would have never been able to be a bass player, because you gotta hear stuff. And if you don't feel it or hear it, if you have never made these I always say, like, if your brain hasn't been wired that early on, you can't do it. I know people who can't feel a beat. They just don't know where it is, because the wiring is not there. It really happened because I dated a drummer.
Okay.
It really happened because of that. I never thought I would do that. So they rehearsed in our house. We had a farmhouse. And one day the bass player didn't show up. And the guys who rehearsed in our living room, my mom had moved out at that time, said, hey, we need a bass player. Come on in here. I was 19 years old. I never picked up a bass before. I had no idea. And the guys were just like, we need somebody who holds this thing and holds his fingers here and goes boom, boom, boom. And I would suck, suck, suck. That's how I started. I had no training whatsoever besides a little bit of piano and that rhythm lady. And I just kind of looked at the bass drum and I went boom, boom, boom. And they're like, okay, all right. And now move your hand over. And then I went boom, boom, boom. And they said, now do that 4 times and we're done. And we have a gig in a week. Yeah, so there I was bass player, and never thought I would do anything with that. And then one day we were on tour with some American band I liked a lot in Europe. And we were the opening band. And the guy said, you guys want to finish the tour and then come to America with us? And I said, absolutely. Like, there was not even a blink. And the guys I was in a band with said, no, I have to go back to my job and my girlfriend. So they said no. And that was the day when I remember sitting, I was in Prague, and I remember sitting outside completely devastated, because I thought this is the one chance in my life, being from a small northern German town, I ever get to do this thing that I now realized is amazing, being on stage and rocking. Oh, this is like about 7 years later, after I went boom, boom, boom and slid up and down and figured it out. And they said, no, we have to go back to our lives. And I made that decision at that moment that if I don't do this now, if I don't leave, I will basically be married in 3 years, have babies, and have a normal life, what at that moment didn't appeal to me. So I was 27. And then it took about 6 months for me to realize where I need to go. So I went through my records, looked at the bands I liked, and they were all in New York. So New York was my first stop. And once I made that decision, I went again to my mom and said, Mom, I want to go to New York. And she said, okay. And then she looked at that feminist magazine. In the back, there were ads about vacation homes. And there were 2 ladies who had a bed and breakfast in Brooklyn. And she said, can you go there? Because if something happens, I can call them and they speak German. So she made sure, and she paid for the first week or so. So she gave me the first week. So she helped me again, like seeing it and having somebody who helps you. I literally went from a small town, horse farm, 600 people village off to New York with my bass in my hand going, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. But it was something that I realized from the day when this guy said, honey, you got to go to America, that took maybe a year or 6 months. I don't really remember, but it took a while to get there. But more and more it was clear to me, if I don't do this, I will never do it. And if I want to have anything besides the life I see around me, I need to leave. And I went to auditions. I just looked in the newspaper. I mean, at that time, that was by the way, that was before the internet. I mean, wow, crazy. Like, there was no internet to log in and look at stuff. There were actual newspapers. So I looked at ads in the city newspapers and went to auditions and realized, wow, this would be so cool. And then after 6 weeks, I made some contacts, made some friends. I went back to Germany for 3 months, worked my butt off, sold everything. Because by that time, it just felt right. It was really a gut decision. And again, without help from my mom that said, do it. If she would have said, you can't do that and you're going to get killed and why are you crazy and you should get a husband. And I mean, if she would have been like that, I probably would have not had the guts to do that. So thanks, Mom. Yeah, and then I moved and found a band, and then it happened to be 2 other women. And It was 1999. And then we bought a van on a credit card that we got from, I think, one of the dads, because we, of course, had no credit, you know. We were like 30 years old. And then we went on the road. We lived in the van for, I don't know how many years. We literally said to our boyfriends at the time, everybody had something like, honey, gotta go. Because we knew they wouldn't wait. I mean, if you go on the road like that, you don't just go for a week, you go, you live in the van. So it was like this do-it-yourself punk rock metal kind of thing. So we sold everything, stuck our suitcases in the van. Everybody had one suitcase and the gear, and we started driving. So with those women, I spent 9 years going around and sleeping in crazy places and seeing buffalo, and yeah, we saw crazy stuff. It was also really interesting to be in an all-female band that plays extremely male and angry music. We were really the only ones at the time. And there were so many people who were just like, oh, a girl band. And what we saw a lot, like my favorite thing is you roll up at a club and you start unloading your gear, and that shit is heavy and big, and the guys all just kind of go like, yeah, let's see if they can move that. I mean, I had a thing that was like, I don't know, 300 pounds and big as a fridge. You know, like the gear itself was like, it was us a sight to see when we, after an 8 to 16 hour drive or whatever where we were. The drives were extremely long. It was just really the three of us, and we rolled out, and we were still kind of cute, and like, I mean, we were kind of cute girls really still. Like, we weren't like, you know, evil guys. Like, so these girls, these innocent looking girls that just like, yay, we were just in the van, roll out and start loading their gear, and the guys go, we're playing with that? Okay, right. And then usually at soundcheck, everybody else, because usually you play with like 3 to 5 bands that night. And so all the guys, of course, show up at soundcheck because they want to know how bad we suck. And it was always the crossed arm thing in the back. They're like, yeah, all right. And then we started playing, and usually we saw this. The mouth completely hanging open and the beer in the air. Because first of all, it was loud. Second of all, like, whoa. I still sometimes see videos and think, man, we were scary. We were pissed off. The female thing was always there, you know, that you get judged differently as a female. It's all about how you look. It's all about expectations. And we broke them every time we were on stage, because we basically, first of all, we didn't look cute. We didn't have the miniskirt and boob situation going on. We were just dressed in black, and, you know, on the road you have no time to do hair and makeup and crazy stuff. I mean, you roll out of the van, you know, you're happy if you were black and you haven't done laundry in 3 weeks. So there was no cuteness going on. And when those girls came up and said, my brother said I can't do this, and I'm buying the CD so I can show him women can. Like inspiring women to do this thing, because I got inspired by a female who rocked out on stage that said, yes, you can. You don't need to go to whatever. You don't need these things that you think you need. You can just do it. And that, giving that to other women and other girls was always, made me always very happy when that happened.